Greetings, gamers! It is I, Gamer Monster, and it's finally here. The Final Fantasy Tactics Collaboration in War of the Visions. Yes, okay, technically it came out yesterday, but I was working all day, so this is the first time I've had a chance to make a video. But I'm here now, and we're going to go everything. So I guess the first place to stop is going to be the new units. We'll go to Summon tab here, so we can see the different banners. And straight away you can see that the main two units that are available now are going to be Ramza and Orlandu, both of which have their own banners, as we can see here. There's also another unit, Gafgarion, but he's a free unit, and you'll get him the first time you log in during the collaboration. Then you can get his shards other ways for free. On top of all that, this first banner here that we looked at, notice that is a free 10-time summon. And that's once a day. For 10 days. That's crazy. I mean, Gumi are going way out on this, which is really cool. Both of the Ramza and the Orlandu banners feature both of the characters, but only one of them gets the raid up. But you can still technically get either one. So be aware of that. Now let's head into the different shops that are available. Okay. I guess we'll start with the paid first. There's a couple of new things here. The first is this very top pack up here, the Collab Rainbow Pack. It contains 5,000 paid Visior, 2 Rainbow Fragments of Thought, and 5 Rainbow Vision Spheres for $80. That's really expensive. But then again, everything in this game is pretty expensive. So I guess if you're already a whale or something like that, this could be a good buy for you. For the rest of us, probably not, even though it does have some good stuff in it. But the next thing here is this pack right here, which is not limited to the collaboration itself. Should be around afterwards, but you can only purchase it once. As you can see, this comes with a little bit of paid Visior and then this Job Crystal Vision card, which has a very unique party ability of JP acquisition up plus 50%. The bestowed effect, as you can see, is AP acquisition up plus 20%. How useful this card is? I mean, okay, for farming, it's great. Obviously, getting that JP in for your new units that you're trying to farm up and all that kind of stuff, that's cool. The actual bestowed ability and whether or not this card could actually be used in regular content is still kind of up in the air. I've heard different people say different things, whether or not it's good or bad. Those are all the new paid packs. What about all the regular shops here? Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff here, so we'll go over it now. As per usual, both of the highlighted units have three purchases of 40 shards each. Now, luckily, and this is something I was a little bit worried about, because with the Final Fantasy XIV collaboration, Thancred's shards were 4,000 for 40. Basically the same as Gilgamesh. Really expensive. However, Ramza and Orlandu are only 2,000 each, like a regular unit. That's cool. And on top of that, if you want to just bypass everything, there's this Ramza pack right here. For 5,000 paid Visior, you can actually get Ramza straight up and a couple of awakening materials to boot. So if you just want to skip RNG and just go straight for Ramza, you can. It is kind of a hefty price tag at 5,000 paid Visior. But I have to admit that it's kind of tempting. But regardless, you can also get 3 of these Ramza training packs, which have even more Ramza shards and even more awakening materials. Those are 2,000 paid as well. So if you have paid Visior around, the pack is better than just buying a shard straight up. Plus, it gives you more direct ways of buying more shards. Also, there is this 3 million download shop that's available right now. It has a whole bunch of different things as well, most of which are not really worth buying. I mean, come on, look at this. 10 XP cubes of different sizes. No thanks. You know, even the paid one, it's still just XP cubes. No. However, these 3 million downloads, well, you know, this one's a lightning pack, but the awakening material packs, for 300 paid, you get 10 of each. It's still kind of expensive, but it's a lot cheaper than they have been. Usually running around like 1,000 Visior for only 10 of one of them. So that's pretty good. And then also, right here, for 1,000 paid Visior, you can get a summon ticket for both Fragments of Thought and Awakening Prisms, plus a Rainbow Vision Sphere. This is a good pack. You can only get one of them. However, be aware that if you have not already purchased the mission packs, those are better. For the same price, 1,000 paid Visior, you get a whole bunch of more materials. So just keep that in mind. And then, of course, you have all this stuff down at the bottom that you can get for Gil. That's all good stuff. Now, if we go to the MOG shop here, in addition to all that, we have the event medal shop, which, much like the 14 collaboration, you just farm the Final Fantasy Tactics stage, you get these medals, and then you can buy this stuff. Pretty much everything in here is good. Obviously, some of the top priorities are going to be the Ramza shards and the Orlandu shards. Now, you can skip those if you don't have the units and you don't really plan on getting them. Same thing for all the job orbs here. If you don't have the unit, you don't necessarily need to get them. However, if you do pull any of them, you want to grab them, because otherwise you'll have to use nameless hero spheres in order to increase their job levels, and those are harder to come by. Also, the Gafgarion shards are probably good to skip on those. The collaboration event stage that you can farm actually drops Gafgarion shards, and you can also get a whole bunch of them from other places as well. So you could probably just skip them in this store altogether. But of course, don't forget to pick up the Rainbow Fragment of Thought and the Rainbow Vision Spheres. And if you have the grinditude to be able to get even more medals, these Awakening Prisms are also great because they refresh every single day. So you can get 10 prisms and 10 thoughts of any element that you want every day. Now, with the summon medals, we've seen these before. You get these for summoning on the respective banners. You know, Ramza coins for Ramza banner, Orlandu coins for Orlandu banner. The one thing to note is that for Ramza, you can actually purchase him outright for 1,000 coins, and you get 100 coins per 10 pull. So that's 10 pulls, and you can actually just get Ramza straight up. You can't get Orlandu. He is definitely the harder unit to get and to level up. He's the prize. He's the one everybody's been waiting for. So it's kind of understandable, but also kind of sucks at the same time. Now, speaking of shards, we also need to talk about Ramza a little bit more, because there are multiple ways of getting Ramza shards. First off, you're going to get 40 Ramza shards just from the login bonus. In addition, if we go back to the home here, there are new challenges. See this Final Fantasy Tactics challenge missions? As you can see, I've already done them all. But the second page here gives you 40 Ramza shards. That's excellent. You can also get those 80 shards from the medals shop. And then finally, if you spend a little bit of money, the daily purchase bonus, which, by the way, has reset back to only 60 shards a day, which is only $1 a day. So for $1 a day, you can get all these extra little bonuses plus 5 Ramza shards a day. And as you can see on day 5, you get 15. That's a total of 40 once again. So, with all of those different ways of getting Ramza shards, he's going to be much easier to limit break. And remember, when getting limited units, you want to make sure you can at least get them to limit break 3. Because at limit break 3 is when all their abilities can be unlocked. They still don't have their Trust Master slot or the extra stats from the extra job levels, but they're at least viable at that point. So you always want to make sure you get those. And finally here, we have the stage itself. It's under events, and as you can see right there at the top, Final Fantasy Tactics Event Quest. There's a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stages. With the higher the stage, the better the rewards. What's really cool about these stages is that each one of them features music from Final Fantasy Tactics. That is really cool. And these last two, you notice, they're Lionel Castle, both the outer gates and the interior. They're actually stages straight from Tactics. That is just awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. But if we go to the last one here, you can see all the different things you can get. I mean, obviously you have all your missions to accomplish. But then down at the bottom, you get all different types of materials that are useful for Gafgarian, and of course his shards as well as the medals. So instead of buying any of his shards, just run the stage as much as you need to. But a couple other stages that you have to be aware of that are out right now. This 3 million downloads commemorative quest, you can do it once a day. The first time you do it, you'll get a rainbow orb, a rainbow fragment, and then each day you'll get 10 awakening prisms, 10 fragments of thought, both of which are going to be a random element, and then some gill snappers to boot. But that's all just for running a quest a day, and that's awesome. They have also brought back the JP reward quest, which gives you 500 JP for every unit that participates. But then, here we go. We have Secret Book Quest. There's 2 of them. One is for sword, great sword, and axe, and the other one is for spear, fists, and gun. These quests will allow you to get the Secret Book for Awakening. These are hard to come by normally, but you can just grind the heck out of these, and they do have multi-quest versions of them. So you can sit there and multi-quest, getting your multi-quest monthlies done, getting secret books for your awakenings. We know how important those are for trying to get your pluses on your weapons, so don't pass this up. And on top of that, look at the rest of these rewards here. We've got adamantite, we've got cubes, we have growth eggs, as well as these seals. This is good stuff here. You want to run it. So basically, that's everything we're looking at for the Final Fantasy Tactics collaboration. There's a lot of stuff. But to end off this video, we're going to go ahead and run my free 10 pull summons. See what we can't get here. Ooh, now that is encouraging. Oh, but it's a vision card. Well, it could be the new vision card, which is supposed to be really good. Well, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Hey, another copy of Vow of Love. That's actually pretty good. I've managed to awaken it once, and I, of course, use that all the time. And just some SR characters. Oh, hey, I hadn't gotten her yet. Cool. A bunch of vision cards here. See if we get anything new or not. All right. One more unit. And then finally a UR card. Let's see what we get. See what we get. Oh, it's a copy of Siren. I mean, it'll be cool to be able to limit breaker once, but oh well. Nothing real great there. Okay. Oh, one thing I just about forgot about. Like the 14 collaboration, the Tactics collaboration also has tickets. However, they're a little bit different. You can see here the Final Fantasy Summon ticket, and let's look at drop rates. These are actually just regular summon tickets. There's no materials. It's all units and vision cards. You notice you can get URs at the regular rate, and also notice Orlando and Ramza are at boosted rates. And if I remember correctly, so is the Scion of House Bouville, however you pronounce that. So notice this is a rate up ticket. Let's see if we can get anything good with these. But because they're so much better tickets, they're also a lot fewer. From what my count is, you can only get about 6 total. 4 from the, oh man, that was awful. 4 from the login bonus and 2 from the challenge missions. So, alrighty. Well, that's it for today, and I guess we'll see you next time.